Aries, welcome to your love reading. This will be a yours and theirs. We'll take a look at both your energies individually as well as the shared and clarifiers. Then we'll close it off with a final message of advice from the universe. Hope you guys are doing well. Thanks for stopping by the Spirit Shuffle Tarot. Let's get into it. Spirit, angels, guides, ancestors of love and light, we thank you for your help today with Aries reading for whatever they and their loved one need to know at this time for the highest good. Ooh, starting out with the Devil, followed by the Six of Wands and the Ten of Swords. Ooh. I don't know what you got on your mind, except I see victory, determination to reach a goal. There's also a painful ending that's showing up. But the energy you're showing up in looks a little bit unhealthy, toxic. It's either the energy that you're dealing with or your own energy. But yeah, it doesn't look particularly healthy. We'll call this your person's column, but energy is fluid, so whichever one you identify with. We have the Queen of Pentacles, followed by Judgment and Strength. Well, the energy attached to you has a judgment call to make, a very serious decision that's going to affect everything. It's not easy for them to do. In fact, it's quite difficult. And they're showing up as a very nurturing, balanced energy. In the shared energy, we have the High Priestess, the Ten of Wands, and the World. Alright, so someone or both of you are calling in your intuition. We're going to see what intuition is saying in the shared energies, because the energies look quite different from the Devil to the Queen of Pentacles. There's an indication that we're at the ultimate limit of this is too hard, this is too much, it's become too difficult of a burden, and we need to drop some of these burdens. You're both feeling this energy. And then finally it speaks to old cycles coming to a close, major cycles, a complete close, and it's time for new cycles to begin. That can be painful and hard, difficult. Yes, that's what it looks like it's here. The overall energy for your reading, Aries, we have the Knight of Pentacles. Things have come to a halt. That's what it feels like. And the underlying reason that we're here today influencing your reading is the Five of Pentacles. This is abandonment. Feeling abandoned. We're going to leave this up, well, right about there as a reminder. And let's start out clarifying this Knight of Pentacles, please. Everything's slowed down so much that it feels like it's come to a halt. We're just standing here looking at it. Alright. Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. There it is. This hit the table first. It's tied up to a divine wish and a soul connection. Two people coming together with their love cups. And, oh, you guys have history. You've known each other for a long time. Six of Cups. Soul connections go way back. That's very interesting, though, why both of them showed up. There may actually be another soul connection here. We might have two. more will reveal itself as the reading unfolds, but all of this has come to a halt. Oh, but what a big dream it is. What a big dream, wish, desire this is. With two soul connections like that. The reason we're here for this part of the layout, the Hierophant. The Hierophant could represent marriage, or being in alignment. It does always represent some sort of alignment with our soul selves. Wow. All right. Let's take a look at this devil. Why is the devil here? What does Aries need to know about the devil, please? Okay, let's see. You get a little bit of a story here. A couple extra cards came out. 3 of Pentacles. 3 of Cups. King of Wands. Queen of Wands. And the World. There's your repeating energy for the first time. Cycle's closing out. The devil is here. 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups, coming together, collaborating with others to build something. 3 of Cups. I can't help but think we don't have all the evidence of this at this point, but on the devil with the king and the queen here, there's a perfect match with the king and the queen, but it's on the devil, and we're getting together in good times. We start out to get together to work on a project. Maybe we're just friends, we're working on something, we're collaborating to create something, but it looks like it turns into something else, and I'm thinking like an affair, because this energy of the king and the queen are very magnetically drawn and passionate, and really, quite frankly, a perfect match. So even if one of you is already involved or attached in this scenario up here, whoever that would represent, you met someone out. Look, see, we have 2 soul connections here, so that's what I'm thinking. One from the past, one from the present, and it's brought everything to a halt. That's the sense I'm getting. Underlying reason that we're here. 4 of Pentacles, holding on tight. Wow. I don't know what's going on with you guys, but this is intense on the devil. This is intense. The king and the queen of wands get together, and we're talking fireworks. A magnetic pull that is like impossible to fight. It's on the devil. It's tied up to some unhealthy behavior, and like I said, it feels like somebody might be fooling around, having an affair kind of thing. Something's closing out here. Something's closing out big that with the World card. Let's push this up. I want to be able to see everything so we can reference this as time goes on. So someone feels abandoned right here. It's the underlying reason for the baseline. And then we have 2 soul connections tied up to major dreams and wishes. Everything's been brought to a halt, and we have the king and queen of wands over here hot for each other, coming out on the devil and getting together in good times. And a cycle is closing out, or it's very close to closing out, and a new one's going to begin, or it has begun. It's the timing of this is either almost here or just here, and I'm thinking it's already been here. holding on tight. We're not letting go of something. All right, let's take a look at your person's energy. This is one of your soul connections. Let's look at the Queen of Pentacles here. Queen of Pentacles here. Judgment. Look at that. That's their next card. So we get to go deeper into this decision or what they're being called to do. Called to rise above and make a decision. They are in a state of Nine of Swords. They are upset, confused, sleepless nights. They're crying, they're stressed out, they feel anxiety like crazy with whatever happened. Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is all about following their passions. They're inspired to act on impulse. It feels like maybe this was their person, perhaps represented by you, Aries. Either the King and Queen of Wands over here, acting impulsively, and it's stressing them out, causing all kinds of mayhem and crying and anxiety and sleepless nights. Now they have to make a decision. They're being called to rise above what they would normally do. That's what judgment is about, being called to answer that call to our highest self and to make a decision from there. But they are stressed. They are. Okay, and the underlying reason, look at that. It's the Knight of Pentacles. It's the this is the underlying reason we're here. This is the overall energy of the reading, just to be clear again. And it's this. Everything's been brought to a halt because of this. Because of this. Yep. All right. Let's take a look at, it's almost like people got together. It's like they got together to gather to build something. Who got together? You and your person who you're already committed to, and somebody you knew from the past that you have history with. That's also a soul connection. That's what it seems like. And then someone behaved impulsively. Perhaps all of you. Perhaps it was a threesome. I don't know. I mean, you guys know the circumstances. I have no idea other than to say these energies are here. And it got hot and heavy somewhere. And now someone's really stressed out and everything's brought to a halt. Everybody's a soul connection here. It's now we're going to take a look at the High Priestess in the shared energy. The High Priestess represents our intuition, going within. Show us the High Priestess in the shared energy, please. Page of Wands. Queen of Cups. Seven of Pentacles. When it comes to a new interest, see, this looks like it's shared, completely shared energy, whatever this is. The soul connection from the past doesn't have to be an affair. It just looks that way right away with the King and Queen of Wands and the Three of Cups and the Devil. But it could also be another scenario, just for example, where the energies would also fit. Here we have a new interest. The Page of Wands is focused on something. They're learning. They are interested in something. Something has caught their fancy, right? And because this showed up in the shared energies, both of you are being affected by it. So maybe one or both of you that has a shared interest. What is this shared interest about? The Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups comes with our heart wide open. So now we have multiple queens here. Male or female on the card doesn't matter. It could pertain to the individual being male or female, but it definitely doesn't have to. It's the energy of the queen. She comes with her heart wide open and willing to forgive and share her cup of love. And the Seven of Pentacles says we're assessing the situation. We've put a lot of effort here, and now we are deciding, what else would it take to get to where we need to go? That's in the shared energy. Whether one or both of you is thinking the same thing, I don't know. It just definitely affects both of you. And the reason we're here, 10 of Wands, that's coming up next. This is really hard. Somebody's trying to be open to something. Some kind of new interest that has shown up in your lives. And so the other scenario that I thought of is it could be this soul connection could be, instead of like a romantic interest or an affair, it could actually be a different kind of soul connection from the past. Let's say a child from a previous relationship shows up. You know what I mean? We could be looking at this in different scenarios. I'm not sure. Put it in the comments if you want to. You don't have to. 10 of Wands, burden. This is hard. We're trying to be open to something. We're trying to learn what we can. We're really hyper focused on it. We're trying to pay attention to our intuition to let it guide us. We're opening up our hearts. The Queen of Cups, I believe it's true intuition. We're not all up in our minds here, like over here, stressed out and feeling anxiety, insecure, doubts, fears, all kinds of stuff. Needing to make a decision having to do with this Knight of Wands behavior or person. Okay. I got to talk it through to see if anything else comes. We're going to move on and take a look at the 6 of Wands. In your column, Aries, like I said, energy's fluid. You may identify with the middle column versus the left. Take what fits, leave the rest. Temperance just showed up. Ace of Swords. And the King of Cups, perfect match to the Queen over here. Balance and healing is needed. Patience. Taking the sword of truth and clarity and action as the King of Cups, or with the King of Cups, in a victorious manner, being recognized for the win, celebrating, feeling really good. Balance, healing, truth, and love to the situation. And the reason we're here, Page of Pentacles, we are making the initial investment into this. It's what the page does. Learning to invest in something. Temperance. Patience, time, healing, balance. Patience and time, truth and love. That's what's here. Being victorious through that. Interesting. Okay. All right, let's take a look at Judgment, how your person is showing up next. This major decision on their mind. Show us Judgment. What does Aries and their person need to know about Judgment, please? Wow, I don't know what's going on, but it does feel intense. Oh, look what came up again. Ten of Swords. We see it coming up next, so we get to go deeper into this. They're making a decision about a painful ending. That's clear. Two of Pentacles. They're going back and forth. They have doubt. King of Pentacles. Look at that. Perfect match to the Queen. Okay. Yeah, it feels like you would be, let's say, the King of Wands. They would be, let's say, the King of Pentacles or the Queen of Pentacles. The Kings are on your side. They're making a decision about the King. So the Kings are more showing up on your side, Aries. So I'm going to associate that with you, and the Queens with them. Or not just them, but possibly them and another person. A third party. Who that third party is, I don't know, but they are a soul connection. The reason we're here, the Nine of Wands. They are hurt. They are wounded. They are wounded. It's a painful ending is the decision. Going back and forth with the King, or a decision going back and forth about the King, because they've been very deeply wounded. Nine of Wands, Nine of Swords, Ten of Swords. I mean, this is heavy, guys. Really. Alright, let's look at the burden. This is too hard. In the shared energy, it's just too much. It's coming to a head right here. Show us the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands. It's too hard. It's too much. The burden is too much to carry here. It's overload. Okay. We're going to take the one closest that flipped up first, then the next one that's flipped up, and then this one that is down. That is the order. Page of Cups, the Chariot, oof, the Eight of Cups. While there's always a sliver of hope, the Page of Cups shows up. Page of Cups is always hopeful, trying to have a positive mindset, but it's too hard. It's on the Ten of Wands. We can't even come with a Page of Cups, not even a little bit of hope. It's saying there's no hope. The Chariot is the vehicle to victory. It's willpower, determination, drive, and getting to the goal quickly. But it's too hard. It's on the Ten of Wands. A hopeful victory, it's too much. The Eight of Cups, disconnection, turning our backs on the love that is left and moving on. And even that is a huge burden, of course, because it's a soul connection. And this is extremely hard for whoever's walking away, as well as whoever's being walked away from. Disconnecting from our hearts. This is all the heavy burden. It's just not going well, guys. And the reason we're here, the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords makes a decision. Who's making the decision? The Queen. And the Queens are showing up in this column. So this is all making sense the way Spirit is bringing the cards out. Somebody out there listening, drawn to whatever the title is going to be, will definitely identify with this and needs to hear this or be validated by this. Queen of Swords says, this is what I require, this is what needs to be, this is what I need, this is what I want, I'm laying down the law, this is my decision, period. Yeah, that's why we're here. Moving on, let's look at the Ten of Swords in your column, Aries. We're looking at a very painful ending. Something is over. Ten of Swords, it's done. Can lay it to rest. Nope. flew out. There we go. We have the Three of Swords. This is very painful emotion, sadness, heartbreak. Page of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles. There it is. The underlying reason why we're here today. Five of Pentacles. Abandonment on a painful ending. Heartbreak. Sorrow. Terrible emotional pain. And this was just invested in. Yes, that's what it looks like. Yep. That's what it looks like. Maybe this was an affair that came to an end, or needed to, and didn't, and this person said, it's over. If it doesn't, I don't know what's going on. I really don't. I can do all the what ifs all day. But these are the energies that are here. The reason we're here, Ace of Cups, because a new opportunity for love showed up. That's why we're here at this painful ending. See that? See how Spirit just told that? Ace of Cups. New opportunity for love and joy. The reason that we're here at this abandonment, heartbreak, painful ending that was just invested in. The Queen made a decision. She said, this is too hard. I gotta go. All of it's hard. I gotta go. I'm disconnecting. So you tell me how you feel about it over here. Let's look at strength on your person's column. Calling in strength. Oh my God, the pain that I feel coming from both of you, and I don't know what exactly happened, but it's so heavy. Strength, please. Alright, you get a little story here, or a big story. Let me push all this up so we have some room. Spread this out. I'd like you guys to see the cards. It's the most important part. You look at the artwork, you get the feeling, you get the hits yourself, and pay attention to your own intuition when it comes to all of that. So, it's funny because I'm kind of I don't care about messes in life, being a little bit messy, but when it comes to the cards on the table, I do care. I try to be as neat as possible with it, just so you guys can see it, and me as well. It really helps to keep referring back to, oh, that's related to that. It adds to the story. So, on strength, how are we going to take the order here? Okay, we're going to do it like this. These are closest and flipped up. We've got 3. Just going to lay them out. Funny, we see that Knight of Pentacles again. We got the High Priestess again here. High Priestess, Knight of Pentacles, 7 of Cups. And then the Devil. Interesting. The Wheel. Everything changes. Or changed everything, perhaps. Now the Hierophant. There's that card of some sort of commitment, alignment, possible marriage. And finally, ooh, the 9 of Pentacles. Isn't that interesting? This is the one that was face down. 9 of Pentacles is independent, single. Doing just fine on her own. We're okay. We have our resources. We're okay. But we're single. And it's really hard. It's coming out on strength. It's really hard. It's because the Devil showed up. Let's go in the order that we laid them out, though, and talk it out for a minute. Alright. I hope that's in camera. The 9 of Pentacles down here. It should be. Okay. So the High Priestess, our intuition. Calling in our intuition. Knight of Pentacles to bring everything to a halt. It had to stop. 7 of Cups. There were many choices that came my way. I had to pick one. I had to pick a choice. It was hard. I called in strength to do it. The Devil is here. because it had to do, this choice had to do with the unhealthy behavior that was happening back there. It changed everything. The Wheel of Fortune, it just turned things all around when it came to this connection, this very significant connection, possibly a marriage, a connection that was in alignment. It changed everything for this marriage, this connection. If it's not a marriage, it's that type of connection for sure. And the reason we're here, Two of Wands, now we're contemplating our future long term, trying to figure out which path to take. It's the reason we're here. We have choices, more choices to make. Is that what this is? Either way, the Nine of Pentacles is the final card. And now I'm single. That's what that says. So, I don't know who walked away, but I think it was the Queen. As we said before, energies can be fluid, so they bounce around a little bit. They can go back and forth. But the energies that are here are so hard, heartbreaking, truly, because when you have one soul connection and you have problems, it's hard, but we have two here, and everybody's hearts are involved. It wasn't like somebody just had an affair, of the flesh. Okay, this is hearts involved. This is love involved. Let's take a look at cycles closing out. Major life cycles just coming to a stop, coming to an end, very close to, or they already did, they just did, and we're now, it seems like they already have, like, it started really happening right about here at the center where this person made the decision, and then they announced the decision over here. It's just too hard, I gotta go. And then this person received the decision and felt the pain, and then this person is sort of explaining where they're at now and all that they're going through, major changes, and then now we're at the World. Oh, there it is. Five of Wands. Conflict. The Hanged One, or the Hanged Man, it's on pause. This cycle closing out is suddenly on pause. We are, I don't know what the conflict is, but we are in an energy of trying to take, it's almost like taking another look. We're taking a step back and we're looking at things from all angles. Kind of like your person is looking at everything right here. It's almost like that energy is carrying over here. I don't see conflict over here, but over here conflict shows up. So something is conflicting. Maybe both of you are conflicted in your minds and your hearts. We're looking at things from all angles suddenly. Third card. Oh, look who showed up. Her. Or him, whatever they are. But the Queen of Swords, the one that made the decision. I gotta go. This is too hard. I gotta go. The choices this devil makes changes everything to this connection that it's like the alignment changes. It's like we're not aligned anymore, and now I feel single. I'm independent. I'm on my own. That's what happens when I listen to my intuition says stop this shit right now, halt, and it's really hard, but this toxic behavior changed everything. It's almost like a third party, like somebody invited in a third party, thought it would be a good idea, and it turned out not to be at all. I don't know why that's the main scenario that's popping in my head, but over here in this last scenario, the Queen is like conflicted about the decision. You know why? Because it's a soul connection. It's so hard to do this. Calling in strength. This is a moment of weakness right here, is what it feels like. This is calling in strength. I got to do it because everything's changed for me. I'm not in alignment anymore. It's changed. The wheel. The devil changed the alignment. The unhealthy, toxic behavior. And it's related. Look how related it is. It's so amazing because the world is here, the devil is here, and we got it all over here too. So anyway, this Queen of Swords, she's looking at things from all angles, feeling conflicted in her own mind. Perhaps both of you, perhaps just her, but it's in the shared energy, so it's somehow affecting everyone here or both of you. Look at that, the reason we're here. Knight of Swords. This is taking swift action. Oh, I see. So they're conflicted, they're having doubts, they're thinking like, "Oh, did I act too swiftly? Did I make a decision too quickly?" That's what they're thinking. Queen of Swords, Knight of Swords, on what they did. Well, I mean, is it for me to say? I don't know. The feeling I get is no. I mean, when something feels out of alignment, when it changes the alignment, and it's because of unhealthy behavior patterns that have been going on. It it doesn't matter how hard it is. It's not good to stay in a place where you're not in alignment with something, no matter who it is, Aries, you, or your person, or anyone. I would say that to anyone. You don't want to live your life out of alignment. Perhaps they're just questioning if they could go along with whatever this is, but I mean, it's the devil here, so it's not healthy. Maybe some other compromises or changes can be made so that this person doesn't feel out of alignment like this, and it's not unhealthy behavior changing everything, you know? But nobody deserves to live when they're not in alignment with their highest self and with your soul level self. We're here to align, to find out and experience life through, ideally through this connection of alignment. Uh, but they are feeling very conflicted. It's because of your soul connections. That's why. It's because it was tied up to a divine wish, and everything's been brought to a halt. So there you go. Whatever the scenario is, let's take this deck, close off the reading with a final message or advice or something from Spirit to close off this reading. I'd like to ask for advice, but I'm just feeling a little confused over here myself. I hate to see these energies going on. It just looks so heartbreaking and difficult. Spirit, what advice do you have to close off this reading for Aries, please? What do you want to tell Aries, please? The Emperor. The Ten of Pentacles. The Page of Swords. This tells me that to empower yourself to get everything that you want, Page of Swords, there's a major lesson, or more than one lesson anyway, to be learned here. The Page is a student. This is about watching and learning. You need to learn something from this, some kind of lesson here. The Emperor is definitely empowered. They are sometimes a little too controlling, but they're very strategic and very strong, balanced. They're the balance of all four kings, and all the kings kept showing up over here. So I know this is for you, Aries. This is you. Ten of Pentacles is everything you could want. Everything you could want in the ideal manifestations for you. This is get ready. It's time to pay attention. It's time to take a closer look at things. It's time to learn. And the reason we're here. Wow. Look what showed up on the bottom. It's the same card, the underlying reason of why we're here today. Because of abandonment, because someone feels abandoned, because someone felt abandoned, feels abandoned. Maybe everybody feels abandoned now because of everything that's happened. But there, as Spirit just said, there's lessons to be learned in getting everything that you want. So whatever this scenario is for you, Aries, that's what Spirit has to say. Woo! Thank you so much for being here. I hope this is helpful to know that at the very least you guys are validated and you're being supported by a Spirit team. You're being witnessed. And I hope it helps. Thank you so much for being here, guys. And I look forward to reading for you next time. Take care.